slime mold, dark matter, intelligence? What do these things all have in common? Viscerum polycephalum is not actually a fungi. Oops. And today, slime molds. Right. Slime mold research has been going on since like the early 2000s, so I'll do a little brief history since there's quite a lot of information online already, and you probably have heard of it. So, discovery number one. A scientist called Toshi... You know what? I'll just put his name up here. Scientist. A scientist. He and another group of... He formed a group of scientists, they're Japanese, and they found out that slime molds were pretty intelligent. In fact, so intelligent that they can navigate through a maze, navigate it pretty efficiently, being able to get a direct path to the food source quite quickly. So it means that they are intelligent, they have a form of they can problem solvers, and they have spatial awareness. The second experiment was to do with memory. Can they retain memory? So they set up a series of experiments to see how they react to bad environmental changes, and found they did react, and so they did it over a consecutive period of time. And then at one point they didn't make the conditions bad, but the slime mold still remembered and responded in anticipation of it. Great. Another experiment by the same guy, they mapped out the Tokyo area railway system, and found that the slime mold, after like 26 hours, did almost replicate the entire network, and it's one of the most efficient transport networks in the world. The Barnet are using them to help construct communities and help us redefine what life is and how we should function with life and nature. All great stuff. So that is a brief history on slime molds. So let us sit down and talk about what's happening now. It does make you think, what is the importance of all this? Why is it so looked into, the slime mold, and what is being done, right? So did a little search online and found that NASA is using the slime mold model to map out, to create an algorithm using the basis of the slime mold networking intelligence to map out the universe, or more specifically map out dark matter, how it might all connect our universe together, because we can't see it, but we know there's something there. That's like the whole shape of our universe. That's what I like to call the cosmic mycelium, because it holds our universe all together, or at least that is what is thought the purpose of dark matter is, which is amazing, because that is the structure of life, that is the structure of us, and that is the structure of the gods and everything. And even maybe knowing more about the slime mold intelligence, we could figure out how people work, how our brains work, or how memory works, because memory doesn't seem to work the way that we thought it did. Don't really know how brains work, and clearly with single cell organisms they don't have brains, so where is the connection there? It's all very fascinating. And where do we draw the limits at the term intelligence. It basically redefines the way we look at intelligence and intelligent life forms and what we would consider to be intelligent. It was seen as all-brained animals were intelligent, but even non-brained animals are intelligent too. So where is it? Where is intelligence? Where is memory? What is life? It's all perplexing. It's a lot. And how does consciousness form together? The way that we see ourselves in consciousness could be very I don't know. It's a lot. It's so much. Consciousness is, we don't know, right? Humans don't know very much. I feel like there should be more money and effort put into knowing about these things because it could help so much. It could help us understand ourselves, which in turn could help make everyone sort of more human, more in tune with nature, and happy and healthy and well connected and networked and coexist in a symbiotic way instead of in an egotistical, fighting, animalistic, which has to change if we want to survive or continue being alive on Earth and everything else being alive too, because as you and I know, it's quite fucked, to say the least. It's very shitty and it's getting worse. So this is all very complicated. There's a lot to learn from the slime mold, and not just the fact that they can learn, but also in the way that they function, because they are anarchists, really. Are anarchists because they don't have a hierarchy of thought. They don't have a hierarchy system that governs them. They govern each other as nuclei in a singular celled organism. The whole organism, you can see it as maybe a species, say humans, and each nucleus is a person. And instead of one mega big nucleus telling the rest of them what to do, you could say that all of them, they make a decision together collectively as a collective consciousness. And they also combine with other slime molds to form bigger groups, and those slime molds can learn through just simply joining together. Like if one slime mold has learned how to cross a salt bridge, for instance, and the other one hasn't, then when they combine together, the new giant slime mold, or bigger slime mold, can now cross the bridge, which is kind of mental when you think about how we thought memory is formed in the brain, but it seems to be like encoded in their cells, in their bodies. It's crazy. Yeah, we could be like slime molds. We should be like slime molds and have these decentralized structures and systems and networks between each other. I think it would be a much happier place, to be honest. And I can understand if people don't want that, because it's a lot more effort that goes into like life and stuff, but maybe effort is what people need, because right now depression is really high, anxiety is increasing too, and no one knows what to do, really. Everyone's so depressed by it all. So something is better than nothing, right? I don't know. You decide. I suppose the only next struggle in all of this is political matters and the ego, which can be done. It can start simply with yourself, with daily meditation, mindfulness, but in a healthy way. Being kind, being present, not overthinking, because that is where we got to this place in the first place. Humans overthink way too much. I think that's what the big brain's for. It's for thinking too much. Being at peace with oneself, which I am trying to do, it's quite difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. I always think of myself as well, very egotistical, just like you. Maybe you're better than me. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know anything. What is it all for? Why are we here? What does it all mean? Consciousness, fractals, the planes of existence. What is the point? I don't know. But maybe, just maybe, we can have fun while figuring it all out. And that's what is important. So we should learn from the slime mold and be more like the slime mold, communicate better. And I am terrible at communication. It's something I have to get better at. And it's mostly from the ego is why I'm bad at it. Yeah. I know my faults. Well, I think I know my faults. But I'm trying. And you should too. And you probably are. I hope you are. I hope you're well. I hope you're good. So, instead of being destructive humans, we should be constructive and be as nature intended, which is creators and gardeners and caretakers of the planet and of each other. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening or a wonderful night, and I'll see you later.